Referee shouldn't be seen. That's not my philosophy. I don't act like it's hurting me. I'm just reacting to the situation.
What's the most underappreciated part of your job?
Trying to know when they are hurt and when they're selling. If they don't talk, you don't know, and that's the problem.
Do you think there's any referee who has taken more bumps than you?
If I could take a bump every week, I would.
How do you know when it's time to get up?
Sometimes it's just feel.
Or sometimes a wrestler grabs you?
That's happened a time or two.
Is there any bump you haven't taken?
I've taken so many. I did the run to the ring for WrestleMania, then Undertaker choke slammed me.
The run down to the ring this year was such an iconic moment, they turned it into a trading card.
Isn't that crazy? I tried to get him to do one for the spear for Goldberg.
Goldberg smoked you with that spear.
He went right through me.
Nobody holds up the belt like Charles Robinson.
That's the Charles Robinson flip. That is trademarked and nobody can do it.
Nobody else does it.
They shouldn't do it.
How did you come up with this?
One day I was just playing with the title and then just...
The great Charles Robinson.
Where? Where?
Oh my goodness. I've wanted to do this for so long.
Yeah.
So thank you for taking the time to do this.
Well, it's good to be here. You know, it's been, what, 2 years, I guess, you've been trying?
I've been pestering you for 2 years.
I'll be honest. There were probably times I could have done it, but I didn't think I was worthy of your wonderful podcast.
Stop it.
I'm serious, though.
You are an absolute legend.
Well,
and you are the only referee, I'm sure you know this, who has refereed in 4 decades.
Really?
You refereed in the 90s,
yeah,
the 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for making me feel young.
Well, the thing is, you haven't aged.
Okay.
What's the secret?
What's the secret? Moisturizing and getting bit by a bat.
Yeah, so wild. You got bit by a bat recently.
Yeah, just a few weeks ago.
Does that officially make you the Batman?
I am the Batman. Batman.
What happened?
Sleeping, 2 a.m. in the morning. Hear a noise in the bedroom. Cats. We have 2 cats. One's named George. The other is Michael. George Michael.
I love it.
And so I got up, used my flashlight, saw the 2 cats sitting there with their toys. I said, cats. We're just playing, having a good time. Well, there was a big black blob right in the middle of the room, and we carry black latex gloves as a referee. So I said, hey, they got my glove.
Yeah.
Let me pick it up so they don't choke on it. Being the good cat dad that I am, bit down, pick it up, and that sucker bit me.
Oh, my gosh. How did a bat get in your house?
Came down the chimney. Yeah. So 5 hours in the hospital. 7 shots later, and no reflection.
You're a vampire.
I'm a vampire.
I mean, you are a vampire.
Right.
How old are you, if you don't mind sharing?
61.
Oh, my gosh. You look great.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Like, seriously, when you go back to like WCW time, you really haven't aged at all.
Yeah. Moisturize.
And the hair.
A lot.
It's the hair.
The hair helps.
The hair.
Tremendously. Hairline's gone back a little bit. I just pull it down here a little bit to
but it's beautiful.
cover it up. Well, thank you.
So you get bitten by a bat.
Yes.
While you're already out with a broken foot.
Yes. Yeah, I broke my foot in San Antonio. We were setting up the ring, Bonsai and myself, and I misstepped and fell off the ring and broke my foot.
So of all the ref bumps you've taken, you end up breaking your foot just setting up the ring.
You know, that's how tough I am. I'm so tough I have to hurt myself. Cena couldn't do it. Brock couldn't do it. Undertaker couldn't do it. I had to hurt myself.
So for people that don't know, you're not just a referee. What's your other job behind the scenes?
I'm part of the production crew, setting up the ring in the morning, and then at the end of the night, tearing it down.
So have you done this for your whole career?
WCW, I didn't have to do ring crew. I came over to WWE in 2001, and they had an opening, and they said, hey, it's just part-time. You know, you don't have to do it forever, and once you start doing it, you don't want to stop.
I've been in a lot of shows where the match ends at the end, and then I look over, and there you are with the gloves on, like ready to tear down the ring. Like you guys get right to work as soon as the show ends.
Yeah, and one thing I would love people to understand, I have people, Charles, picture. But I have a job to do, so we get the ring out, so the lights can get out, so the video can get out. We are the very, very first thing that has to go. And I mean, I feel bad. I just don't listen and do my job, but I wish people would understand. I've been cussed out so many times by people. It's just one picture. It's never just one picture. You know, you take one, then it's 2, then it's 3, then it's 4. And I love to meet the fans. I love to take photos, but when I have another job to do, that has to take priority.
Look, nobody can hold this against you because you are the nicest human that I've ever met.
And I try to be, you know?
You are.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Is that just from your upbringing? Like,
when I graduated high school, I went in the Navy, and I think that had a lot to do with it. Maybe a little bit with growing up. I had wonderful grandparents and such, but you know, I think it's just common sense to treat people good.
Wow.
Right?
Common sense isn't always so common.
I've always told people I'm not book smart. I mean, I went back a few months ago and found my report cards from high school.
Yeah. What kind of letters were in there?
Oh, lots of D's and a couple F's. I mean, nothing above a C. I mean, I'm just not brain smart, but I do have a lot of common sense, I think.
Where was your first introduction to pro wrestling?
Growing up, I was probably 10 years old. My grandmother loved wrestling. I think all of our grandmothers loved wrestling. That's what got us started. And I was in Charlotte area, and we had Jim Crockett Promotions and Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. And she had the show on, and out walks the Nature Boy. So I was hooked.
And that was it. On. That was it. Did you want to be a wrestler?
I just enjoyed going as a fan. I mean, I was 10 years old in 1974, and I just loved going to the Charlotte Coliseum or the Park Center and seeing shows. So that was a big benefit with my grandmother, because my brother lived with my grandmother, and she would take us to the wrestling shows almost every week, which was fantastic.
Did you ever think in your wildest dreams that you would be involved in this?
No, never. I mean, I didn't have the body for it. I didn't have the athleticism for it. I didn't think, but you know, things happen for a reason. I got very lucky. In 1995, I got my first divorce, and then I started to work taking photographs for the PWF, which was the Professional Wrestling Federation. It was George South and the Italian Stallion, and one time they wanted to do a storyline where I'm taking the photo, the flash blinds the heel gets rolled up, 1, 2, 3. He gets mad, he comes out, he beats me up, little blade job in the corner post. And I cut a little promo, and I came back the next week as a special guest referee, the photographer. Right? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
George South told me, he goes, "Calm down. You're cutting a better promo than most of my guys here." But, you know, I'd watched Ric Flair for decades.
Yeah.
And that's what I went off of.
What a story, though, for this to come full circle. You look up to Ric Flair when you're a 10-year-old.
Right.
Fast forward all these years later, you're working with him in WCW, not just reffing his matches. Yeah. And you're involved in a storyline with him.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Wild.
It is. Back in high school, we actually had a talent show when I was in the 9th grade. And my brother was Ricky Steamboat. I was the Nature Boy. We had a hair versus hair match. I had a bathrobe, the ugliest bathrobe my mom had. And I lost the match, but I didn't lose the hair. I took the scissors and punched him in the head. And talk about having heat for about 6 months at school. That was fantastic.
I don't know. It sounds like you did want to be a wrestler, maybe.
Well, I did want to be Ric Flair.
Sure.
You know.
Who didn't at that time?
That's exactly true.
So how does getting your introduction into the wrestling business turn into working for WCW?
I worked the Indies with the PWF for a couple of years, and I just kept sending Terry Taylor tapes and calling him and calling him and calling him. And they showed up in Charlotte. It was September 17th. 1997, and I went to the arena. He saw me. He goes, "Do you have your gear?" I said, "I have it." He goes, "We'll give you a tryout because I'm tired of you bothering me." He goes, "You are the most persistent SOB I have ever met." And that's what you have to be. And I went in. I had a match with Kendall Windham and Chris Adams, and I came to the back, and they offered me a job.
There's a big difference between being persistent and being annoying.
Yeah.
And maybe it sounds like you were like,
okay, I was probably
you're right at that line.
I was probably annoyed.
Maybe right at that line. But amazing though that like someone giving you a chance has turned into this wonderful, incredible career that you have now.
Yeah, I'll never be able to thank Terry Taylor enough. You know, he was my go-to guy. He believed in me, so.
You're one of the rare referees that counts with your left hand.
Right.
Was there ever a point early in your career when someone said, hey, you should count with your right?
Never. I did do it one time. We were in El Paso, and I love to run. And I was out running.
Clearly.
Yeah. I was out running around the neighborhood, and there was a dog in a yard. It was a pit bull, and he came charging at me. And I tried to get away, and I tripped over the sidewalk, and I broke my finger on my left hand. So for the rest of the tour, I had to count with the right hand. So that's the only time I can't do it.
There's so much more to what you do, what any referee does, than just counting 1, 2, 3. What do you think is the most underappreciated part of your job?
Safety of the wrestlers. You know, trying to know when they are hurt and when they're selling. And if they don't talk to you, you don't know. And that's the problem. The communication between the two of us is the most important thing.
So have you been worked by wrestlers that you think they're just selling and, oh my gosh, you're actually hurt, or vice versa?
There's been plenty of times where they'll sell and not say anything. And I'll go to stop the match and say, no, I'm selling. But then you have the ones where they're really hurt and they don't say anything. And things can get a little aggressive with that.
So I think one of the most underappreciated things is the communication that goes on in there. You know, I think that people think that you're just like enforcing the rules when a lot of times you're telling them cues, or you're telling them, relaying messages from the back, right? Does that happen in pretty much every match?
You know, somewhat, you know. The big thing is just, like I said, safety is so important. I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
It's just there's a lot of communication, right? Where it's like we're going to break, or we're at a break, or
and we do that a lot. You know, I mean, every match. Hopefully, we don't have the instance where we have to do something other than that. When I was coming up, a lot of the senior refs like Nick Patrick's and Mike Chiodo's, Scott Armstrong, they are great at, if someone gets lost in a match, to get them back on track. And actually call spots for them, which is great. I've never, ever been really great at doing that. So I'll say, hey, slow down, take a breath, grab a hold. And then you guys can get everything back together.
What does that look like in the ring? Because when we're watching it, you don't see that.
Well, hopefully that's the way it looks.
Yeah.
I hate it when we're just standing there talking and it looks like you're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
I try to use my arms, try to block or be animated.
Yeah.
I'm not really known for being animated. What?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
Not animated at all.
You know, it's funny because people say, oh, the referee shouldn't be seen. That's not my philosophy. And I don't do it on purpose. If I saw a fight out on the street, I would react the same way. You know, it's just the way I react to stuff. I've tried to stop, but I guess it's who I am.
You're talking about your reaction to like punches, right?
Punches,
like
or a lot of,
whoa,
yeah,
like blow for blow. You're
yeah.
I
don't act like it's hurting me. I'm just reacting to the situation.
Like if you were at a real fight, you'd be going, oh my goodness, oh wow.
Now I try not to do everything because it builds and builds and builds. And then when it's something big, then you react to it. So,
do you think there's any referee who has taken more ref bumps than you?
Oh no, Mike Chioda's taken a bunch.
He's taken a bunch.
He's taken a bunch.
But I don't know if anyone's taken more than you.
Yeah. I love taking bumps. If I could take a bump every week, I would. You know?
Yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
What's an easy bump for you?
Easy bump, I like punches.
No, you sell punches.
I love punches.
You sell punches great.
I love clotheslines. I mean, Kevin Owens gave me one back a few months ago.
Elimination Chamber.
Which was freaking fantastic. I mean, it just came out of nowhere.
He turned you inside out.
Yeah. That was awesome.
You run into the ring and he just flattens you.
Yeah. And my thing about bumps, you have some referees, they'll say, we shouldn't bump like the wrestlers. But to me, we should bump exactly like the wrestlers because they're bumping like it's real life. So we should bump like it's real life, you know? So, and that's what I try to do.
You have some classic WCW bumps off punches, like Macho Man punches you, and I feel like you almost come out of your shoes on that punch.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many. Hogan, he punched me a bunch.
Yeah, he like winds up.
Big wind up.
Yeah.
For some reason, Flair punched me. I don't know why. I mean, we're the Horsemen, right? You know, so
right.
But any kind of bump I love to take. The worst bump to take is the squish in the corner for the most part. Just, I don't like the way it's done. I just, you know, I don't think it's big enough. And sometimes they want us down too long for a little squish in the corner. I think we did it once with Sting where I did a double bump though, which was pretty cool though.
How do you know when it's time to get up? You know, like some ref bumps last for 10 seconds. Some ref bumps last for the rest of the day.
Sometimes it's just feel, the crowd. Sometimes we're looking to see what's going on. Sometimes they'll tell us in the earpiece.
Or sometimes a wrestler grabs you, pulls you in.
Yeah, that's happened a time or two, right? Some with ease.
The way Brock Lesnar picks you up.
Yeah.
He grabs you by the belt and picks you up like you're a suitcase.
I know, right? And, you know, I'm freaking 240 pounds jacked.
For sure.
I don't know how he did it. What was that? Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, I believe.
Was that just like spur of the moment?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know he was going to pick me up like that.
You guys didn't talk about it before?
Not like that. He said he's going to put me back in the ring, not freaking one-handed, you know?
He made it look like he was picking up his groceries.
Yeah. Right. Just gone.
There's a history there with Brock. Like you've taken a lot of ref bumps because of Brock. Like there's one, I think he's picking Cena up, right? For the F5, swings him around and you
catches me. Yep.
Right.
That was fantastic. Positioning, referee positioning is so important. And we try to make it look like we're not getting into position. We want it to look natural, of course. So that was unusual to be at the front of them on the front of the ring. But I think it turned out pretty amazing, right?
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
There's another one where Brock just catches you and you take an elbow, like a legit elbow to the face.
Yeah. Right into the ropes.
Yeah. What happened there?
I got in the way. And he doesn't like me, I guess.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Then there's another one with Brock. You're beating up Paul Heyman and you're just laying it in, all like big lefts.
That was fun. That was so much fun. I forgot what he did where I was beating on his head, but that was fun to beat up.
I think he pulled you out of the ring.
Yeah.
Right? I think he pulled you out of the ring and you turned it on him.
Yeah.
And you're just laying it into Paul Heyman.
Then Brock comes up behind me. He can't do it to my face. He's sneaky.
Brock just like tosses you off to the side like you weigh like 3 pounds.
I know. Wouldn't it be nice to, I mean, you're in good shape, but wouldn't it be nice to be that strong?
I can't fathom it.
Right?
Like I seriously, I can't imagine it.
Brock was always stronger than what you could believe. Scott Steiner, same way. Scott was scary strong. He'd grab me sometimes and it's like, dude, this is a work. Stop. Just grab you right here. Yeah.
What about Big Show? Big Show got you up for that one-arm choke slam, lifted you up like it was just nothing at all.
I know. And I like dead weighted him too. No, I really didn't. But I mean, he just lifted me right up.
Yeah.
And then he brought me down nice and easy.
What's the worst ref bump you've ever taken?
Randy Savage, elbow, but it wasn't a ref bump. I was a worker then, you know. But that was the worst bump I've taken, the elbow from Randy Savage.
Why was it the worst?
He put me in the hospital for 12 days. It was Rick and I against Medusa and Savage, and he came off the top with the elbow, and Ric Flair wasn't going to take the elbow from Savage. So they let Lil Naitch.
What was the injury?
Just lay there. Cracked my sternum, collapsed my lung. So 2 hours later, I went to my room. I said, oh, man, I just can't breathe.
Yeah.
Went to my room 2 hours later, still can't breathe. Called Jimmy Hart, lifesaver. He called the EMTs. They came to my room, took me to the hospital, said, hey, we need to put you in the hospital. So that hospital, I won't say what city, they released me the next day to fly home to Charlotte, which with a collapsed lung,
you're not supposed to fly.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So I went straight to the hospital in 12 days.
Oh my gosh.
But Randy Savage called me every day. So
just to check on you?
Just to check on me.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
I've heard so many great things about Macho Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was great to work with.
Yeah. What was he like behind the scenes?
He was always real nice to me, especially if we were in a program together. Very good about what he wanted, very clear. Some people don't, hey, it is whatever it is, but he knew exactly what he wanted to do.
How much are you a part of the preparation for a match? So two wrestlers are putting a match together. Are they
with a producer?
With a producer, right? Are they involving you in the entire conversation?
I will listen, especially if there's a spot that affects me, and I'll let them know if it works or not. And, when I first started, you just keep your mouth shut. Yeah. But I think almost 30 years in the business, I can voice my opinion just a little bit.
Well, who wouldn't want that expertise?
Right?
Seriously.
And you say something that doesn't look right, a draw or something, it makes sense. They'll say, oh, okay, you gave us a different way to even think about it. Because they don't think like referees. And they should.
We'll get back to the episode in just a second, but if you're looking for the best deal on WWE tickets, look no further than SeatGeek. And a big shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this episode. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. The NFL season is here. MLB playoffs, they're right around the corner, and there's just a few dates left on John Cena's farewell tour. I love using SeatGeek because check this out. This is Monday Night Raw in just a few weeks here, and they've got your back. Check out those green dots there. Green means a good deal. Red dots means bad. Maybe you want to stay away from those. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And of course, I've got a code for you. It's a new code too. CVV 2025. That'll get you 10% off any tickets at SeatGeek. And like I said, it's a new code because you guys used up the old code. So make sure to enter CVV 2025 for 10% off your next set of tickets. Click the link down below and that code will be automatically applied when you download the app, and you'll be ready to go for whatever your next event is. Huge shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this episode.
Nobody holds up the belt like Charles Robinson.
That's the Charles Robinson flip.
The Charles Robinson flip.
That is trademarked and nobody can do it.
Nobody else does it.
They shouldn't do it.
How did you come up with this?
I don't know, because in WCW, I didn't do it. I was looking back at some videos. I said, oh, man, that looks that straight up and stuff. One day I was just playing with the title, fold it in so it's not so big, and then just flip it up, and then down it goes.
Around what time was this?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Like early 2000s?
It had to be.
Like when you were with WWE?
Yes. Because I don't think I ever did that in WCW.
Charles, it is so smooth. It's so smooth.
It feels so good. I mean, it really does. But I'm always like, before I pick it up, I'm always wiping my hands, make sure it's not sweaty, because there's two things we can do. Drop the title or it be upside down. Right?
Yeah.
So thank goodness I haven't done either yet.
All right. So the champion hands you the championship.
Yep.
Where does it go from there?
I fold the sides in.
Yep.
And then I make sure it's pointed the right direction.
Which is it pointing correct? Like when it's facing you.
Don't make me think about this. You're going to screw me up, dude. Because I bring it like this, and then I just flip it up, right?
Yeah.
And then so the top is at the top, and then when I bring it down, I fold it under so the top is still at the top.
There was so much nostalgia when you did that.
Man, giving away my secrets. What are you doing?
You're going to have a bunch of referees trying to do this.
Good luck.
Sorry, maybe we'll cut that part out.
Yeah, let's cut it out. Edit.
There was so much nostalgia when you did it with the Winged Eagle, like in that match with Cody and Kevin Owens at Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah.
Like, even though that was not a championship when you were a referee in WWE, there was just something about like, it's Saturday Night's Main Event. You're wearing the classic referee jerseys. We're seeing the iconic title from the 90s. All of those components together, plus the Charles Robinson flip.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful.
I tell you, it looks great with those shirts and everything, but God, they're the most uncomfortable shirts with the bow tie.
They're not easy to ref in?
Oh, no. It's hot. I mean, in WCW, we had short sleeve blue shirts. These long sleeve ones are not comfortable.
You guys have, in your career, almost 30 years in the ring, you've gone through a lot of different referee attire.
Yeah. Favorites, the blue SmackDown shirts, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I have a couple in my collection.
Yeah. So like what you've worn the black and white stripes.
Yep.
You've worn the blue SmackDown. You've worn the like vintage one, like we were just talking about, Saturday Night's Main Event.
Long sleeve, short sleeve.
Long sleeve, short sleeve.
Both with bow ties.
What you guys are wearing now.
Yes.
Like gray.
Right. So
what else am I missing here? WCW.
Right. Oh, there's different patches and such. But
Sure.
they were all stripes. Now, when we came over and did the Invasion, we had the gray baseball-looking jerseys with the red trim. We had those for a little bit.
Yeah.
Those were cool. I like those.
So in WCW, how do you go from being a referee to all of a sudden the conversation is now, we're going to start to implement you in some matches. You're going to be part of storylines here.
Dude, I don't know, because you have Nick Patrick and Mickey J, all these senior guys. You have Pee Wee Anderson. I don't know why. You know, I'm very, very, very blessed because take Hogan and Goldberg. Why in the world did I get that match? I mean, Mickey J was Goldberg's referee. And, you know, they just threw me in there. I mean, it's obvious why they put me in the Ric Flair stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Biggest Ric Flair mark in the world, you know?
And you kind of look like
you
it.
know, the younger one, right? Right. And so with Flair, I mean, that was Kevin Nash, 100%. He was the booker at the time. He came to me. He goes, "Hey, how would you like it if, you know, you have a match with a girl, you're going to get beat, but we'll give you $10,000 and we'll give you a robe." I said, "Yeah, sounds good
You
to
had
me."
me at $10,000.
Exactly. Well, the robe is where he had me. I cared more about that.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's where Lil Naitch began?
That is where it all began. And that was pretty good part of my life, you know, of the career. And for it to peak, it's such an early time.
Yeah.
I mean, that was what, 98, right?
Yeah, so you've only been
Somewhere
in
in
WCW for a year-ish
Yep.
at that point. And now you're
98,
part of the,
99, yeah, 1 or 2 years.
and you're part of one of the biggest storylines at that point.
Yeah. I was the vice president of WCW. All those phone calls, they didn't tell me what to say. All those promos with the mic in the ring, nothing.
Nothing? You're just figuring it out?
I figured it out. What would Ric Flair do? You know, especially with the part with Piper, when Piper came out and I fired him. You remember that?
Yeah.
When I slapped him, bam. Yeah. You don't mess with Charles Robinson.
And the crazy thing is, I can't imagine a ref being in that position now.
Right.
Like for a referee to be part of a storyline that big now, just that wouldn't make sense.
That's like Nick Patrick with the NWO referee.
Right. He was their official referee.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, so.
It just feels like it's not there anymore.
No. And in some regards, I think that's best. Keep everything separated. You can have a little bit of an edge, but I don't think doing the heel referee thing works.
Although I think it went too far the other way for a while, where like referees didn't have a name for a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
Like it was just the official. And I like that we're back now to referee Charles Robinson with the 2 count. It's like, it makes sense.
I mean, they didn't know our name so much. One person in the office when I first got here needed a protein shaker. So I let them borrow my shaker. And when they were done, he said, "Give this back to that Ric Flair referee."
Ric Flair referee.
Yeah. I was like, what? I have a name.
Since we're talking about WCW, we've got to go through some of these other bumps.
Okay.
The Powerbomb from Sid Vicious. Wow.
Right. He folded me in half, right? And the expression on his face after he did it was like, I have killed Charles Robinson. He's dead because I folded up like an accordion, but much younger, much more limber, and it didn't even hurt actually.
Not at all.
No. So the ones that look the worst, sometimes there's nothing to it.
Is that one of those situations where it's just the adrenaline is going? So maybe the next
100%,
day,
next day, I don't remember. I had a concussion. No, I don't remember how I felt the next day. I mean, because back then we were working every day. Bam, bam, bam. You didn't have time to slow down.
Kevin Nash gets you up for the jackknife and just drops you.
He could have like slammed me down, but he took care of me. And that's important if we're going to give them our body, for them to protect us.
So is that a conversation earlier in the day with someone like Kevin Nash where you go, all right, if we're going to do this, let's make sure that.
No, I was so young in the business. Do what you want. Seriously, I just keep my mouth shut. I would say something now if it were something that I was concerned about, but there's really no bump that I can think of that I wouldn't mind taking now.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy. What a legend.
Yeah. I just love taking bumps.
You think you can just keep doing this for many more years to come?
I hope so. I need at least, 5-6 more years, at least in the ring. I would love 10.
Why not? Well, why can't you have 10 more?
I think I can. Let's do it.
Why not more?
Let's sign a petition.
Could you ref into your 70s?
I think so.
I don't see
take
why
care
not.
of myself, right?
Seriously, clearly.
So and that's the big thing. Our referees, I think we have the greatest group of referees out there, period, SmackDown and Raw. Everybody takes care of themselves. Everybody's in very good physical condition. I'm probably the worst right now because after I broke my foot, I couldn't run. I couldn't work out. I got depressed, ate a lot of ice cream, things like that, sitting in bed. So
the ice cream's delicious.
I have. We just got an ice cream maker at home.
Oh,
and we make some really good, healthy ice cream.
Like one of the Ninja Creamies?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, my
It's so
goodness.
good. Like in 30 minutes, you have creamy ice cream.
Yeah.
That's healthy, with yogurt and low fat stuff. So
that sounds dangerous.
Yeah. We had to get that after I gained a little weight. So, but I'm getting it off.
But for the most part, you've got a fitness routine.
Yes.
So you're staying in shape. You're ready to go.
Absolutely. And meal prep's the biggest thing for me. I learned is I do meal prep at the beginning of the week, and that's what I eat. I was going to eat at the arena today during setup, but they had no catering today. So when you're out, you find something that's healthy. I had Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets and a salad, so you just have to watch what you eat.
So is there any bump you haven't taken when you're talking about all of these bumps? I've taken
so many super kicks from Shawn Michaels,
Tombstone,
chokeslam by. It's funny when I did the run to the ring for WrestleMania.
Oh man,
yeah. That was epic. There's so many memes. It's fantastic. But I run down, then Undertaker goes to choke slam me, and he's slippery, and I didn't post right. He got me up off the ground about 6 inches, made him look so weak, and I felt so bad for.
Nobody remembers that.
Yeah,
nobody. Remembers.
Oh, I do. I think about it all the time. Say, man, I messed up the Undertaker.
The only thing people remember, is you running as fast as you can down that long ramp.
Yep.
Sliding into the ring perfectly.
Going, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
It's so. What's going through your mind is you're waiting for your cue.
Yep.
But what's going through your mind when you're in gorilla at that spot?
Just not to fall. That's the big thing. That was a steep ramp.
But you knew you were going to run as hard as you could?
Oh, yes. Yeah. With Cena, when I did it recently, I didn't run as fast for a reason.
What was the reason?
He didn't want me to run past him.
He didn't want you to be too fast for him.
Too fast, yeah. So he goes, just take it easy coming down the ramp. Okay. Then I saw the camera guy, so I looked. I wasn't looking at Cena. I was looking at the camera guy, and then I kept going straight, and then boom, knocked me out of my shoes.
But at WrestleMania,
yep,
you went full tilt.
Full tilt, yeah. And I was in really good shape. Didn't get blown up. People always, that's the first question. Hey, did you get blown up? It's only, 50, 75-yard sprint. So I was good.
But it's the look on your face. It's the look on your face like, oh, I got to get there in time.
And in slow motion. Da-da-da, right? It's fantastic.
So then you get down to the ring.
Yep.
Effortlessly slide in.
Right. That's a big fear because sometimes you misjudge the height, even though it's always the same height.
Yeah.
Sometimes you misjudge and then you just stop dead. If your legs are down and you don't slide in. The biggest slide was Jack Doan. Remember Jack Doan?
I remember, yeah.
He did a slide. He was like a freaking walrus or something. He slid all the way across the ring. Yeah. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he ended up almost on the other side of the ring.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Did you practice this run earlier in the day?
No, I don't practice anything. I don't practice.
That was it.
Yeah.
One take.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it, Just like with matches you were talking about earlier, I don't like to know too much in a match because then you find yourself anticipating what's going to happen. I like an authentic reaction to stuff. So that's why I don't like to know too much.
What's been your favorite meme that you've seen?
I think after COVID, all the memes about getting back to the gym or getting back to the hairdresser or, the nail salon or whatever. How do I get paid for this stuff? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I mean, there are hundreds of different ones.
As a parent, there's a lot of stuff on my feed now to do with kids. And one of them is when my 6-year-old sees my toddler playing with a toy that he hasn't touched in, years.
Yes.
And that's totally a thing I see with my kids now. Like if my my son is playing with something that my daughter hasn't played with in forever, she'll be like, wait a second, run all the way across the room
and grab
That's mine.
And grab it.
Yeah.
Right?
So that meme speaks to me.
Yeah. I mean, they've had some for some Viagra commercials. Yeah. Run into the bedroom, They've had it for hair, growth stuff. So
I've seen like when she texts, my parents are gone or something, sprinting over
there. Yeah. But it's nice that people take the time to do that. I mean, I'm not tech savvy at all, so I don't know how long it takes to do all that stuff, but I appreciate people doing that.
What's so funny about it is that meme stands alone. So many people don't know where, when, what the match is. So for those people that don't know, can you enlighten us?
WrestleMania 24, Orlando, Undertaker, Edge.
There we go.
Jim Corderas, he takes a bump.
Yeah.
Me, being the professional athlete that I am, I start hauling butt down the ring, So just going, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Yeah, people don't remember this.
No.
Yeah.
It's but they remember the run. I have people on the street that know nothing about wrestling who say, you're that meme guy. What? What are you talking about? I'm the meme guy.
There's a lot worse things to be known for.
Right? So
now that is epic.
Yeah.
So the rundown of the ring you took this year with Cena, he hits you full force.
Hard.
You went flying.
Hard. But I wanted to hit me a little bit harder, so maybe I'd go over the wall or hit the steps.
Over the wall?
Yeah.
That would have been like 10, 15 feet.
Yeah, the steps, that was my goal, to hit the steps. But I didn't go that far.
That was such an iconic moment. They turned it into a trading card.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's a Tops Now card.
Yeah. I bought 10 myself.
Just 10?
My brother bought 20. He bought more than I did.
He was trying to get that one of one.
Yeah.
That autograph card.
Yeah. I like to see who has that.
Ooh.
Right?
Maybe someone watching this.
Did you buy one?
I bought like 15 of them.
Did you?
Yeah. I should have brought.
You should have brought them. I could have signed them for you.
I would have had my own one of one.
Yeah. I just got a brand new pen to sign.
Someone watching this is going to pull that one of one. I'm sure at some point in time they're going to run into you.
Yep.
I can't wait to see that photo.
I want to see it too. I want to buy it.
Because that's your first trading card since WCW, right?
We had one in 2016.
Okay.
Terrible picture. I'm holding up the title. It's a side view showing my my widow's peak, so I didn't like that one. Maybe this year, new cards for the referees, I hope.
Ooh.
Right? Who
Why
knows?
not? Topps is making cards for pretty much everything right now.
I tried to get them to do one for the spear for Goldberg.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday night main event. So
Goldberg smoked you with that spear.
Yeah. I mean, normally he picks you up, lays you down nice and soft. He went right through me.
And he cracked your rib?
Well, no.
No?
No. My girlfriend and I were in the movie. And I said, what can I do to put this over to make Goldberg feel good? And I said, there's an image of a broken rib online. So I just posted that.
No.
Yeah.
People thought Goldberg hurt you.
Yeah.
People were so mad at him for that.
Yeah. And I called him to tell him what I was doing.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's a great idea. So he didn't mind.
Oh, man. People were giving him such
now,
grief for that.
I was sore, seriously, for about 10 days, coughing and stuff. They can't do anything about a rib anyway. So why go get it checked?
But just to set the record straight here.
I'm tougher than Goldberg.
Goldberg did not.
You're next.
Goldberg did not break your rib.
No.
Did Goldberg hand select you for that match, for his final match?
I heard that he did, but I do not know. I don't know if I ever get requested for a match or not.
That's not a thing?
No, not with me. Maybe I think I listened to yours with Mike Chioda.
Yeah.
And I think he's been requested quite a bit to do matches and stuff. But maybe Edge for Toronto for his last match when I got knocked out of my shoe.
The one with Sheamus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my shoe was left in the ring.
Yeah. Well, what happened there?
I don't know. He hit me pretty hard. I just went flying. So, but I don't think I've ever been requested.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That moment at WrestleMania 40, when Cody finished the story and finally won the WWE Championship.
I was crying. That was emotional.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Just felt great to be part of that. I mean, he was crying. I was crying. His mom was crying. Everybody was crying. So
it was such a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
When you handed him the championship.
Yeah.
And he almost pauses for a minute like,
this is it.
Yeah. Like
I've
this.
done it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story done.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the feeling just that day leading up to that match?
I was just proud to be part of that. I mean, that's one of the biggest stories in the last 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So just to be part of that it was amazing.
And that's one of the most iconic WrestleMania main events really ever.
Yeah.
And I know it's tough with recency bias because that's just a year and a half ago now. But I think that's going to be a match that people are talking about 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and so on. Just because that match had everything.
Yeah. And I put it up there, you hear Hogan, Rock, WrestleMania 18.
Yeah.
How iconic. I put that match up there with that, because it meant that much.
Right. And, I love to talk about how I was there at WrestleMania 18. You were as well.
Flair Taker.
That's right.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the main event. Hogan versus Rock wasn't the main event, which is mind-blowing, right? Like one of the most iconic matches, period. Obviously one of the most iconic WrestleMania matches.
Of course.
It's the third last match on the card.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about this Cody Roman match at WrestleMania 40, night 2, that's special because it is the main event. And it's the main event of a 2-night show too.
Right.
And it's everything leading up to it. It's Cody not winning the year before in Los Angeles and having to rebuild, win the Rumble again, get that opportunity again. And it all comes together.
It all came together. It's amazing what they do.
Yeah.
From the producers to the talent, to the writers, it takes everybody to make this work.
Did that 1, 2, 3, when Cody won the championship, mean something more to you?
Yeah. I mean, that was closure for him in this and for me to be part of it. I mean, that's why I get emotional. I mean, I cry about everything. You'll probably have me crying about something here tonight. But it just felt good to be part of, just like with Cena when he tied Flair's record, and he picked me up and hugged me. I was sobbing like a baby then too, just being part of this history just means a lot. And don't know why they put me in there, I'll put it this way. I don't think I'm the best referee out there. I think I'm
about?
no. Most recognizable. I get that with the hair and all, but seriously, I think there's other referees that are 10 times better than what I am. They look more legitimate. Like John Cone when he refereed. He's head of talent relations now. Very believable. Chad Patton, very, very believable as a referee to enforce the rules. So I learn from them all the time, and I'm always learning.
Okay, WrestlePalooza. Remember when I told you that the odds favor John Cena to beat Brock Lesnar? These odds right here from my bookie. As we know, that didn't happen. Brock Lesnar absolutely destroyed John Cena, which means if you took Brock Lesnar, you, my friend, would have made yourself a couple of dollars. If you're into football, they've got the odds for who's going to win Super Bowl 60. Looking good if you're a Bills fan, Ravens fan, Packers fan, Eagles fan. Really not looking good, especially if you're a Saints fan. Wow, plus 70,000. And then the Jets, Titans, Giants, not so good for you either. MyBookie has you covered if you want to get in on any of the action, whether it's the NFL, UFC, baseball playoffs are right around the corner, all of it. And when you sign up, make sure to use my code CVV because they're going to hook you up with a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. So if you throw in 50 bucks, boom, now you've got 75. Bet anything, anytime, from anywhere, only at MyBookie.
I always loved the Mike Chioda, like, hey, I'm the referee.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike wasn't afraid to get in people's faces.
No, not at all. He's like Rod Zapata's, like the new Mike Chioda for getting in their face.
Yeah.
He loves to get in the face of the guys. He's fired up when he rings the bell. He's already hot at them. So that's funny.
Yeah, you've been part of a lot of big moments, even just over the last few years.
Yeah.
Like you're the guy they call on for the big matches.
Well,
think you'll get Cena's last match?
No. It's a Raw. Things on Monday night. It should be Chad Patton. Chad's been his referee for ever.
You mean it's a Raw crew, right? Because the last match isn't happening
Monday
on
Night
Raw.
Yeah.
It's a Raw crew.
Yes. The referees, in case you didn't know, we're separated. I do strictly SmackDown, and the other guys, they're all crew.
Yeah.
And we have the NXT guys as well.
Yeah.
But it should be Chad.
I think that makes sense. Senior official. Still can't believe
he is the senior official. He's been there longer than anybody.
Yeah.
Longer
than you?
Yeah. He started out, he did some announcing. I think that lasted a week. He was so bad. Then he did ring crew and then he started refereeing, but he was there before I was in 2001.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know what year he started, maybe 99.
Man.
But for the company, he's senior guy.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite match that you've worked?
No. Dude, there's too many. Flair Shawn, huge.
Yeah.
Right? Taker Shawn. Shawn's retired. Matches like that are great. AJ, John Cena. So there's hundreds and hundreds. And I don't downgrade any match that I do. I don't want to do that. That's this one. They're all important. They're all telling a story. So I'm just happy to be in there doing this. I mean, I'm so lucky for 30 years, almost 30 years to be doing this.
Yeah.
What do you think makes a great referee? When you talk about like, you don't think you're that great, which is complete lie, but
No.
we'll pretend for a minute here. What makes a great referee great?
Being very believable, being able to enforce the rules and make everyone believe it, and seriously not being too far over the top. I think that's very, very important. And to look good. I hate when I see referees that just don't take care of themselves, or they're sloppy. They have their shirt tails out and stuff. It's like, dude, take a little pride in your work. That's why whenever I'm out in public and traveling, I try to dress to represent the company, and I think that's the most important part.
What's the advice you have when a young referee comes up to you and says, hey, how can I get better at this?
Watch tapes, ask questions. You never stop learning. I mean, I talk to referees that have been refereeing for 1 year, and I can pick up stuff that they do. Because after you've been doing it a while, Chris, you can become a little lazy or complacent. and you just forget to do stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just going through the motions, you don't want to be, but that's human nature. Right.
Yeah.
So, sometimes people will say stuff to you. I mean, our female referees are fantastic, and they're always saying stuff when they're not in makeup. That is. That's for you, Daphne. Yeah. Okay. She knows what I'm talking about.
What's the secret to not telegraphing a near fall? 'Cause you're so good at it.
Well, thank you.
You're so good at 2 7/8.
Yeah. And I like to do the swipe. I think the stopping, number one, it's not good for your shoulder because it's a lot of force. I mean, you're hitting it as hard as you can. So that's the thing it is. The guys say, hey, make it close. It's really not up to us to make it close. It's up to them to kick out close.
Yeah.
Right?
And are you timing it with them?
I'll go down. I'm counting out loud for one thing.
Yeah.
So they can hear it. And a lot of times I'll say kick out when I get down there.
Yeah.
So they know to kick out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes guys forget, and in our defense, because people say, oh, they don't kick out, count 3. Well, if you know that's not the finish, guess what? Mentally, you're going to swipe.
Yeah.
We're not counting for, it's not a shoot, So it makes it much more difficult to do that. I hear that all the time. Man, they didn't kick out. Well, dude, that wasn't the finish.
Yeah.
We'll try to fix it some other way, but it's either we're going to count all the time, shoot, and you just kick out or not, which would end a lot of matches quickly.
Yeah.
Or we just, when they don't kick out, we just try to fix it somehow.
There was a match with Chris Jericho and Neville. And at the end of the match, it looked like Chris Jericho was like really getting into it with you.
Yeah, Neville was injured.
Like actually injured.
Right. He did a slide. He did something to his ankle. I'm asking him, are you okay? Or he wouldn't answer me. So I figure he's okay. If you're hurt, you're going to say, yeah, I'm hurt. All of a sudden they go into a little roll up and 1, 2, his shoulder comes up just a little bit. So I know it's not the finish. Swipe it. Jericho gets hot, right?
Yeah.
He's yelling at me. He's pushing on me, cussing at me. I'm cussing at him, telling him not to get his freaking hands off of me. And
so then you DQ him.
I DQ him, go to the back. He's hot. In fact, Chris and I talked about this. He even said, man, I was just acting. I said, really, Chris? I said, I've seen your movies. You're not that good of an actor. You were really hot. But crap happens.
So he's trying to protect Neville in that spot.
Yes.
He knows he's hurt.
Yes.
Let's just roll him up, count it.
Yeah.
So is he saying to you in the ring, that was the finish?
Yeah. I didn't. He goes, I told you it's the finish. I didn't hear you tell me it's the finish. If I'd heard it, I could have worked with you. I didn't hear it, Chris. What do you think I'm doing? Just trying to go against you? I would never do that. He's bigger than me.
He's pushing you around pretty hard too.
Well, I pushed him back. I think I dropped a few bad words on live TV.
Mother effer.
Yeah, I think I said that. Yeah. Don't you effing touch me again, something like that.
I need to know the story behind this cartwheel into the pin.
What a beautiful, man. I should be a gymnast.
You should be a gymnast.
Right.
This clip pops up all the time, and I don't know if people know what's actually happening here.
These were the dark matches before the live shows, live TVs. We had the great Mr. Briscoe doing the timing at that point, and he would do this to all the referees. We'd be going in the finish. He'll say, do a cartwheel, do a face plant, do this. I've done the Ric Flair bump into a count. I've done a roll into the count, the cartwheel. I didn't know they had all this stuff on film, which is great to have, right? But he used to do that every single Monday and every single SmackDown taping. He would have one of the referees do something ridiculous. And the fans are going, what the hell is going on? But it was fun. It made it fun. It made the fans enjoy it. It made the the superstars, because they wouldn't know what's going to happen. They'd start laughing in the ring. It's like, what are you doing, Charles? You know, but that's something we miss doing. I wish we could do it again.
What about house shows? Could you do it at a house show now?
What house shows?
Yeah, I guess there's not a lot of live events anymore,
yeah,
right?
we don't have them.
Yeah.
You know? I think we'll be doing some at Christmas time.
Okay.
We always do the Christmas tour.
Okay, this sounds great.
You know, if the producer gets in my ear and tells me to do it, I'll do it. But I'm not going to do it myself.
We're putting it out into the world now.
Dude, I don't do anything without getting permission.
Well, that's
I mean,
probably a good
nothing.
thing. We didn't even do this interview without
That's
getting permission.
Yeah. And then I asked somebody else because I didn't trust you.
That's not true. That's not true. But that's look, I think that one of the reasons that you've had so much longevity, the reason that you've had the career you've had is because you do what you're asked.
Yeah.
You know, like and you
And I will, you know.
yeah.
I mean, this is, people always say, man, WCW. WWE's home.
Hmm.
You know, this is where I want to be. This is the company that's treated me the best. So I'll do what they ask me to do.
Well, think about it. You were in WCW for 4 years
4 years.
and you've been in WWE for
Since 2001.
24 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So people make a big deal about WCW, but WWE.
That's just
That's where
nostalgia.
it is.
And I
Yeah.
say this all the time. Nostalgia is a hell of
Yeah,
a drug.
especially the Lil Naitch thing. I mean,
Yeah.
people from so many years ago, and people still come up and talk about that. I mean, how do people remember something
Nostalgia is a hell of a
crazy,
drug.
right?
Right. And
Yeah.
and for a lot of people, seeing you takes them right back to a place and a time in the late 90s.
Right.
And it makes them feel a certain way. And that's the, beautiful thing about nostalgia.
Yeah, that's why I break out the robe every once in a while.
That's
Walk
true.
around the house.
Or are you doing you do like birthday shout outs wearing the
I
robe
do.
sometimes.
I do. And people say, you do cameo. Dude, I ain't going to do cameo. I'm not going to charge somebody for me saying happy birthday to them. If they think enough and can find a way to contact me in the right way, I'll do it.
Don't put that out there.
I'll just wait till you, maybe you'll get one of my special birthday. I'll show you afterwards
Oh.
what I just sent to one of my friends who had a birthday. Not appropriate. So I'll show it to you.
Show me after.
I'll show it after.
Well, May 19th.
Yeah.
So you got some time.
We have
That's
some
my
time.
birthday. May
I'll show you
19th.
what it is, though. It's pretty funny.
How many matches do you think you've worked? If you just had to throw out a random number,
Jeez.
like is it north of 5,000?
I would say maybe 5,000.
10,000?
I don't think so. I think Kyoto said he did, 9,000, 10,000?
Because he's
Something
like,
crazy.
well, he's like, look, we worked like 300 days.
Yeah.
Sometimes we were working 3, 4, 5 matches.
Yep.
So if you're doing the math on that, that's 1,000 to 1,500 every
Yeah.
single year.
If I have one regret, it's not tracking and keeping tabs on all of my matches.
Because there's cagematch.net for
Yeah.
the wrestlers.
Right.
And you can go in there, you can see
They don't
every
have-
match they've
yeah.
ever worked.
They don't have the referees, though.
Right.
Yeah. That would have been cool, right? So I wish I would have done that.
So is 5,000 maybe too low?
Gosh.
Because look,
Maybe.
24 years, and you're not doing as many matches now that you were 20 years ago, but
yeah.
there was a point in time when you were doing everything, right?
Yeah.
Live events, Raw, SmackDown,
Hey,
PLEs.
Dude, if I'm going to exaggerate, I'm going to say I did 25,000 matches.
But if we do,
I really don't know. I mean, I'd say between 5 and 10.
how many matches a year do you think you do now?
Now,
Yeah. Few hundred?
yeah, maybe you got to think 52 weeks.
Yeah.
So
How many
maybe 1 or 2 matches a week.
Okay, on
Doing that
SmackDown.
on SmackDown.
But then you throw in a
then
PLE, once
one a month.
Yeah.
And then we do some live events, so 150 maybe.
Hmm.
Right?
Okay.
Maybe.
So if that's on the low end now,
Because live events, we only use 2 referees.
right.
We have a crew ref and then a full-time ref. So that's,
Wow. What's been the greatest honor of your career? Is it certain matches? Is it being there for certain moments?
it's the moments, and being there for the fans, I'll never, ever, ever, if a fan walks up and wants a picture or an autograph, never, unless I'm working, tearing down the ring,
Right.
I'll never
You're on-
deny them.
You're on a time crunch when you're doing
Because, we wouldn't have a job without the fans.
Hmm.
I think people forget that sometimes. I'm there for you. because you've paid your hard-earned money not to see me, but to see our product. And I like to honor that.
You've been there for some of the most iconic matches, so I want to go through a few of these.
Okay.
So let's go through Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. The incredible "I'm sorry, I love you" moment. What's just the vibe going into that match and putting that match together?
I spent a lot of time with them, during the day, just hearing the flow and how they wanted to finish Ric's story. Growing up being a huge Ric Flair fan, I bleached my hair for the first time in the 7th grade, just to be like the Nature Boy. So just to be part of that, and I don't think anybody asked, but I think it made sense for them to put me in that match with our past.
Yeah, a lot of history.
Yes, that's the word, history. I can't think. I went blank. I was like, wasn't so. Emotionally, that was probably the biggest match I have ever done. Emotionally, I'm like blowing snot bubbles and stuff when I'm counting.
You're crying too?
Oh, I'm bawling. When he's setting up for the super kick, I've already started crying. My back's a little bit to the camera, I think, because that was it. Rick was supposed to be done.
Yeah. And I just had Shawn Michaels on the show recently, and he's saying, look, of course, Flair had matches after that.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that in that moment.
Right.
In that moment,
yeah,
this was it.
Yeah.
And you can see Flair is just bawling.
And Rick, in his defense, he had to do what he had to do. If he have to do another match, I have no problem with that. This is a hard business. I never want to step away from this business.
Yeah.
And to step away is a hard thing to do. When he did his other retirement match in Nashville,
yep.
I think Mike Chioda did that.
He did, yeah.
And he got bumped, and everybody was like, "Where's Charles? Where's Charles?
He's gonna run down
He's
the
gonna
ramp.
run down the ramp." But I was denied permission to go. So
and I know
which I should have been. So.
I know Flair ended up working way more matches after that, but what a perfect finish to a career.
That was a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
with his family there at ringside, it was wonderful.
And he's crying and he's saying, "Come on, like, give me all you got." Like,
yeah, I love you.
I'm sorry. I love you. Boom.
Bam. Yeah.
Yeah. That was such a good one. Such a good one.
Yeah. Goosebumps.
We'll get right back to the conversation in just a minute. This episode is brought to you by Skims. The worst thing about underwear is when you're forced to think about it all day because it's uncomfortable or doesn't fit quite right. You're constantly, adjusting things. And even though I wear underwear every day, and I'm assuming that you do too, but if you don't, I'm not judging. I hadn't switched the kind of underwear that I wore in years. Just went with the old, tried and true. But for those of you who haven't heard yet, Skims now offers men's underwear, and I am here to tell you that it is worth the hype. These days, I'm rocking these bad boys right here, the Skims Cotton 3-inch boxer briefs, and it's everything I loved about my classic boxer briefs, but honestly, so much better. They're the perfect weight, the perfect classic cotton feel, and it's just a design that's like nice and simple. They also have a ton of stretch, and they're made from a cooling fabric that never loses its shape, but most importantly, they're comfortable. All day comfortable. Shop Skims Men's at skims.com/CVV and make sure to let them know that we're the ones who sent you there. So after you place your order, select podcast in the survey and then select Insight with Chris Van Vliet from the drop-down menu. So a huge shout out to Skims for not just making amazingly comfortable underwear, but also for sponsoring this episode.
WrestleMania 18. It's Taker versus Flair.
Yeah, that was that meant a lot for two reasons. Number one, my first WrestleMania. Of course, they threw me in with Rick and Taker. What a great match. Very important because my wife at the time, she had cancer, and that was the last WrestleMania that she got to go to. So, yeah. So she was up there with me, and she was doing chemo and stuff, and she came to the WrestleMania just to support me.
Wow.
So, great match, and great to have her there.
How different did WrestleMania feel after working in WCW for up to that point your whole career?
Bigger than I ever imagined. You know, I think there was snow on the ground.
It was March 17th, 2002.
Yeah, I think there was snow.
I remember.
I miserable weather.
I have the poster on my wall.
Yeah. So,
because that's technically still winter.
Technically,
spring's a few days later.
In Canada, it technically is for a little bit longer than that, right?
I know.
Yeah. So, but what a great moment.
Yeah.
To be part of that.
When there was initial conversations of WCW going under, and then you finally find out, okay, WWF's going to buy us out. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Did you think
everybody has a job? Don't worry.
Yeah, did you think you'd have a job?
No, I went out and started. I got a job, manual labor. I was digging.
Oh, you got a job?
Yeah. I was.
What were you digging?
Build decks on homes. You know, using a pole digger manual. I did that for 2.5 months, and you know, I didn't know you can't take what anyone says until it happens. You know, so hey, I had bills to pay. Go to work.
So was your mindset at that time like, man, I had a good run in this wrestling business.
This was fun. You know,
I did 6 years in this wrestling business.
Yep.
Pretty good.
And like at the end of June, they called me up and they said, be in Tacoma, July the 2nd.
You remember the date?
I do. It's my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. So
wow.
What a birthday, right?
What a perfect birthday present.
So that's when I started up.
And then you were like actually,
this is fun. Yeah. Referees were great when I came in. Have I ever told you meeting The Rock?
No.
First time I met The Rock. So referees, they used to play card games all the time. They're playing cards, maybe in a little bit of a smart ass. I had a bottle of water and Jack Doan said something. So I like flicked the water on him. Well, they tackled me. Then they taped me up. They put me in a chair. They do my finger like this. They put a sign that says The Rock Who, and they pushed the chair and introduced me to Dwayne Johnson. So that's my introduction to The Rock.
What was The Rock's reaction?
He gave me
gave you the eyebrow.
That's it.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, I can't do that.
Really?
And then he walked away.
He didn't realize this was a prank or a joke?
I don't know. He didn't sell it. And he's that good of an actor.
Did you have a moment later on where you went, hey, I'd like to actually introduce myself to you?
No, I didn't talk. He was a big star. I wasn't going to talk to him.
Really?
I was 4 years in the business, man. I get intimidated by people.
Huh.
Even now, you know, I don't like to bother people.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about big matches here, you also worked Shawn Michaels' last match.
Did. I'm retiring a lot of people.
Yeah, you've been there for a lot of retirement matches.
A lot of retirement matches.
Yeah. That match is, I mean, both of the matches with Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, they're damn near perfect.
Yeah, there's a common denominator there, isn't there?
Mm. You?
No, Shawn Michaels. Yeah, for them to be great matches.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a bad referee can really mess up a match, but it takes the other two guys to make it a really great match.
Yeah. Did you feel the weight of that match? Did you feel the weight of like, I know this is it?
Yeah. Emotionally, it wasn't as big as Ric Flair's match, of course. But it's like, wow, this guy's done. And everything that he's done in this business, you know, I mean, it's over.
Yeah.
You know, so, and he's the type of person that doesn't come back. You know, it's going to be like Cena.
Yeah.
Man, when he's done at the end of the year, he's done. He'll walk away and not come back.
People seem to think like Cena, he'll wrestle again.
No.
Like he will make other appearances.
Yeah,
but
of course.
In terms of matches, this is it.
Yeah, I think he'll be a great ambassador to the company.
Yeah.
I'll tell anybody this. People say, who's the greatest? To me, it's the person who has done the most in a positive manner for this business, John Cena.
And I think that it is lost on people that, look, I'm not going to take away from any of the people who I'm going to list here, but Stone Cold wasn't around for that long.
Right.
It was a pretty short window there. Same with The Rock.
Yep.
Rock was like debuted in 96 and was in Hollywood by 2002. And of course he made other appearances here and there, but like there's been consistency with John Cena. Oh my gosh.
It's good.
You're tearing up.
Yeah, I'm good.
Why does that make you emotional?
Just knowing that he's going to be gone, you know?
Yeah. Like Cena.
Because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
That does great things for our business. I've never heard anything bad about John Cena doing anything, you know? So.
Like Cena debuts and then a few years later, he's the guy, right? Like mid 2000s in the Ruthless Aggression era, like he is putting the company on his back and carrying it for at least the next 10 years. And then there's a point in time, late 2010s, when he's doing movies and he's popping back in. But for a good 10 plus years, he's the guy.
Yeah.
He's Super Cena. And I love the appreciation he's getting now.
Me too.
Like there
he
was
deserves it.
Absolutely deserves it. There was a point in time when it was, let's go Cena. Cena sucks, like that for a long time. Yeah. Everybody now, when John Cena's music hits, it's nothing but appreciation.
Yeah. I certainly appreciate him. I'll be texting, bothering him every once in a while.
How many Cena matches have you worked on this farewell tour?
One or two, not very many.
Which ones?
Dude, I can't remember anything. I think the bump was it. The rundown and the
huge bump.
Yeah. I put him over. Made him look like a champ.
Are there any bumps we haven't got to here?
So one of the biggest bumps I took was from Goldberg. Jericho was in the ring. Goldberg was doing a run in. I'm fighting with the title. This must have been like after WrestleMania 19 or somewhere in there, because I had really short cropped hair, which I hated. And Goldberg jumps in the ring and Chris throws me into the Goldberg spear and he just rolls with me. I mean, it's like a lion.
Yes.
Just taking its prey. So that was pretty incredible.
Are there any others we missed? I feel like we've gone through some of the biggest ones. You've taken some massive bumps.
And I've wrestled some big guys. I wrestled the great Khali.
Yes.
I had him begging for mercy.
Great Khali like chops you on top of the head.
And I do the Flair bump.
The Flair front bump.
Yeah.
It was so good.
They popped for that. They thought that was funny because I didn't tell anybody I was going to do it, but I said, I'm taking the Flair bump.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Is so much of this just popping your friends, like making them laugh, making them smile?
Popping myself.
Popping yourself.
Popping myself, yeah. I like to make people happy. So, you know, if it's going to do that without taking away from the match, come on, let's admit it. That wasn't a real match.
Yeah.
That was just a little go get your popcorn or whatever.
When do you feel like your hair became a part of who you are? Like, I feel like early on, it was just like, oh, you were the blonde ref.
Right. It's been a long time. My mom, she used to do hair and I was her guinea pig. So when I had my hair first done back in the 7th grade, they used to call me Farrah. So
Farrah Fawcett?
Farrah Fawcett.
Oh.
For those that don't know, look it up. She was hot.
Yeah.
But I've always had, you know, the blonde hair in wrestling, except for maybe just a few times when I cut it short and then let it get dark or couldn't get in to get the hair done. I mean, my hair is naturally blonde. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah.
Does it just naturally fall like this now? Like after so many years of doing it?
Yeah.
Like you get out of bed and that's it?
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Like, there's no product in your hair. You can tell there's product in my hair.
There's very, very little. I mean, I put just a little dollop is what they call it.
It's a little pea-sized
just a
dollop.
little pea-size, and that's it. Then I'll use hairspray for TV. Keep it from.
Well, it's masterful.
Yeah. It's baby fine. That's the only problem. I mean, it likes to fall. When it gets wet and humid, it's.
Yeah.
Not
like it's humid.
Or if it gets too long, it doesn't look good.
Well, I didn't think we'd go this deep into hair talk, but here we are.
Yeah, now I need some gray. Have a little gray right here on the side, too.
I don't think so.
See it? No.
No, man. Like you have not really aged. It's amazing.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
It's true. And also, like,
I think it's from, I don't smoke. I've never smoked. I really don't drink. So I think it's those things. I love to wake surf. So being on the lake, I'm always putting a lot of sunscreen on. So I try to protect my skin.
And I think it's also like you still move like you did 20 years ago. Like, I don't feel like there's anything you can't do now at 61.
Thank you.
That you couldn't do at 31, 41, whatever the case may be.
I feel good. You know, I do. I feel like I'm seriously in my late 30s, early 40s. So just want to keep plugging along.
I'm telling you, you could ref into your 70s.
Ready to be back in the ring from this broke foot.
You could be the first referee who referees in 5 decades.
That would be cool.
So you're only 5 years away from
I
it.
think I'm the only active WCW guy still around.
I think that's a fact for sure.
Right?
Wow. Referee, you mean?
Even talent.
Ray.
What wrestler from WCW is here?
Rey Mysterio.
He went to ECW, didn't he? Didn't he have a little, right?
Boy, that is quite the asterisk we are putting on that one.
Hey, if everybody else can do it, if Sheamus can do it for his.
Chris Jericho.
Yeah. With WWE.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Sheamus is putting the asterisk for his.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
I listened to your podcast.
You listened to this morning's episode?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I couldn't sleep. I was trying to
find something. This guy. I see what you mean. Yeah. Someone who never left the company.
Right.
Because Rey Mysterio went to Lucha Underground. Yep. Rey Mysterio did some AAA stuff. Yep. Then he came back to WWE. Okay.
See what I'm talking about?
I see what you're talking about.
So give me something.
I think that's a fact.
Right?
I think, yes.
I deserve a bonus.
I believe you do.
So let's start a GoFundMe. Seems like everybody's doing that nowadays.
I can't wait to see what's next for you.
Me either.
Like, you are such a joy to watch.
Well, thank you.
And off camera, you are one of the kindest, nicest people that I've ever met. And I'm grateful to be able to call you a friend.
Well, you're a wonderful person.
Thank you. Thank you.
And can't wait to see pictures of your kids after this.
Oh, man. They're beautiful.
Right? Yeah.
You're going to make me cry now.
Yeah. They are beautiful.
I cannot believe that I have 2 kids. It is the most incredible, amazing thing.
Yeah, right.
Being a father has changed me so drastically.
Changes everybody.
Yeah, it's the best.
Especially the good guys. It changes. Bad guys, it probably doesn't change too much.
It's the absolute best.
Yeah.
I'll ask you the question that I ask everybody at the end. And again, Charles, you are a living legend.
Don't say that. I don't take, it's hard for me to take.
Just say thank you.
You know, I know it's
Take
just
the
hard
compliment.
for me. I appreciate the compliment.
You're a living legend. I have enjoyed this conversation so much. So thank you for doing it.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Yeah, you're still alive.
Yeah.
You're doing it. So thank you for making the time to do this.
Well, thank you.
What are 3 things in your life, Charles, that you're grateful for as we sit here right now?
One thing I'm grateful for is that I have a career doing what I love and have been doing it for almost 30 years and can continue to do it. Not very many people can say that. Most people are in jobs that they hate.
Yeah.
I love my job with the exception of getting on a plane every
You don't
week.
love that anymore?
People are so rude
Yeah.
on planes.
It's so funny. This could be an entirely separate podcast, but people just lose their way in an airport.
They do. They just think it's 100% about them.
Yeah.
I mean, I get out and I stand in the aisle and do a courtesy block so the people in my rows can get out.
Yeah.
You know, people they want to rush. It's like, people come down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't think people understand. Like, if you're in row 15, that means that 14 rows exit the plane before you.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Just stop.
Yeah, and the people walking around airports, like, they're just in their own world. Yep. Stopping. Oh, is that?
I'll just stop right in front of somebody that's on their phone and let them run into me. What are you doing? Wake up. You know, seriously, wake up.
Yeah.
Or on we're getting off topic.
Autopilot, yeah.
But it's so funny, the walkways, the moving walkways.
Yep.
People think they're at Disneyland. They'll get on and just stand there. It's like, this isn't a ride.
Yeah.
Guys, it's to move you faster.
Yeah.
You know, I understand the people that can't, but you have these young kids just on their phones.
Yeah.
Get off your phone.
Yeah.
First thing I did when I walked in here, turned off the phone.
Yeah, that was very cool.
You know, hey, I'm a nice guy.
All right. So you're grateful for your amazing job.
Yes. Second is for my amazing family and friends. I have an incredible daughter, Jessica. She's a flight nurse on a helicopter. She's out there saving lives.
Wow.
So that's cool. I have the most amazing girlfriend in the world. I mean, how many girlfriends do you know? You come home and they say, hey, let me rub your feet. Let me rub your legs, and we'll sit on the couch and she'll rub my feet and legs for like an hour. Do you get that every day?
I'm the one doing the full rub.
You
Look,
are?
she's still,
But she is the most amazing woman. We actually get off subject again, but we actually dated when she was in high school and I had just joined the Navy. And
thank you for your service.
it was fun. I was on submarines, which was pretty cool.
Wow. Man, how many lives have you lived?
Many, many lives. But we dated for a while, and then she quit calling, quit writing. I don't know.
And then you reconnected all those years later?
Reconnected. And then we dated for a while, and then she broke up with me because she'll kill me. But I played the George Michael song, I Can't Make You Love Me, and she wrote me a letter or a text. I don't even remember. She broke up with me again.
Man.
Then we got back together. So she's wonderful.
Amazing.
But family and friends, they're so important to me.
Yeah.
Especially my family in WWE, the referees. I would do anything for any of them. Seriously. So I'm very, very grateful for that. So we have my job, we have family and friends. The fans. I'm grateful for every single one of them. Even the ones that don't like me, there are some.
No, there aren't.
Yeah, there's a guy, he cussed me out. He doesn't like me when I wouldn't sign his thing for his kid.
Well, that's because
after a show. I was working.
Yeah.
But that's it,
Yeah.
Job, family, friends, and the fans.
I know you are a huge horror fan.
I love horror movies.
What is your all-time favorite horror movie?
Dude, that's like saying, what's your favorite match? Right? It's
give me a few
ridiculous. That's
then.
a ridiculous question. I mean, it really is.
Give me a
It's
few.
according to the mood that I'm in.
Okay.
I mean, big George Romero fan, so The Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. I love the whole series. It may not be a horror movie, but Jaws, I consider it a horror
Sure.
movie.
I think a lot of people consider that a horror movie.
One of my favorite is American Werewolf in London.
Classic.
I have look at there, right there, right.
Oh,
sit.
yeah. Look how limber this
Look at
man
that.
is.
Look at that. But I have
George Michael on the
Look
other
at
one.
that, George Michael.
That's
right there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Woo,
Work.
woo. So waited till 60 years old to get a tattoo, right?
Your first tattoo
Is
at
that
60.
crazy?
Wow.
Nuts. And I was in the Navy. Thought sailors were supposed to have tattoos.
Yeah.
Right. So, American Werewolf in London. I love Tim Curry. Big fan of Tim Curry. So the original It for TV. I love.
You also collect a lot of horror memorabilia, right?
Yeah, but I had a lot stolen.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. I had like $70,000 stolen out of it.
What's the one piece from your collection that you wish you could get back?
It's not even horror. It was all my Evel Knievel toys sealed in boxes that you just can't find anymore. Yeah.
So if you see it for sale, you know it's yours? Like if it pops up on eBay.
Well, and we looked at eBay. I actually had a big Jaws statue, and I saw one on eBay, and I said, oh, man, I'll just try to buy it. I just want to replace it. I wrote the guy, said, hey, mine got stolen. I want to try to replace it. How much will you sell it to me for? He went away. And then I looked at the picture, and it had a Walmart moving box in the background that I had it in.
Oh.
Yeah. So missed out on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You found the thief.
Found the thief, but they couldn't get the guy for some reason. I don't know.
Man.
Because you can't, they could not prove that it came from somebody else. I bought it from somebody else. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Well, look, I've thoroughly enjoyed this. And
I had a
feel
good
like
time. I hope it's okay.
This is great. And I
You
feel
know?
like we need to do many more of these. So in another few
I hope
years,
so.
when I wear you down,
You won't have to wear me
get
down.
you to say yes again.
I just want, you have a great show, Chris,
Thank you.
and I want to be up to your standard to do it.
I'm telling you.
Because I listen to all your shows and I watch them and stuff. And
oh my God.
And I see how people respond and how good you interact. And dude, I'm just a freaking redneck from North Carolina. I hate the way my voice sounds, so I talk too fast sometimes and bumble over my words.
No.
So I just want to be up to your standard.
You have been
number one.
You've been such a requested guest.
I don't believe that.
It's so true. You've been such a requested.
By who?
All of the people. Everybody.
All of the people.
All of the people in the comments. Everybody who watches or listens to the show.
Well, I heard your show today saying, if it works out, I assume you were talking about me, right?
Yes.
Right?
I can't believe you listen to my show.
Of course I do.
You're a real one.
Yeah.
You listen to Ask CVV episodes.
Yeah. And I leave comments and stars. 1 star is the best, right?
That's right. Number one.
What?
Yeah. 5 stars, please.
5 stars, yeah.
Yeah. But Charles, thank you so much.
No, thanks for having me here.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, where's dinner? No.